start recording, too. Why not? So we should probably show you the deck I'm playing and, like, have that discussion. I mean, it's 10 fins. How hard could it be, right? Well, that's my sideboard way too big. Because, you know, I'm used to, like, having this screen be twice this big and not sharing it with someone. Oh, for fuck's sake. So that's the main. This is the Spellseeker build. And there's... There we go. Okay, I got all the cards on the screen at one time. Wait, wait. There we go. Now they're all on the screen at the same time. Also, I'm out of cups, so I'm drinking a pirate amount of rum. Well, I had a party on Saturday, and so all my glasses are dirty, because Sunday I woke up, went to the bar to watch the Texans game, took a nap, went and got tacos, and went to bed. It was perfect. What better could you want? Okay, so I'm already X2 in this league, or O2 in this league, so we'll play one match, and if that doesn't work out, then the rest of the games are free, because it doesn't matter anymore. So let's play a league match. So I got a cool new toy for streaming. Little Chinese knockoff GoPro. It'll work as a 4K webcam in addition to, like, mounting on my bike and being waterproof. Yeah, and it was cheaper than a new webcam. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and retweet myself from 28 different Twitter accounts, because... Well, thanks to the Invitational in Austin, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts I'm logged in as on Twitter. That the Houston Goyfs, the Austin Goyfs, I still have the old game store because they haven't removed me. This is the best part of the stream, the part where we wait. So how's your day been, Kai? What did y'all do for your holiday party? What did you do for your holiday party? Yeah. Oh, wow. Very cool. I really like that museum. But that's also because, you know, I'm rah-rah Texas. Alright. Let's go first. That seems good. This seems great except for the part where we don't have any mana. Fucking go for it. Yeah. This seems okay. Alright, let's keep that. And I don't think we want a Burning Wish just yet. Oh, we can turn to Burning Wish, crack LED, get Exhume. This deck is so stupid. So we're gonna play basic Swamp, go. And we can't Entomb until after we've drawn the Burning Wish. So I guess we have to go turn 3 Burning Wish. Oh, we're gonna be just against... Yeah! Sweet. I feel confident in this matchup. So I guess with this Entomb, we can also do a skill-intensive Brainstorm. That seems like good value, right? Brainstorm Entomb, just because we can Brainstorm, and maybe we'll, like, find a Dark Ritual. Definitely want a red... Oh, god damn it! This is what happens when you're bad at Moto. Or just Magic. Well, we just wanted him to know he had a Badlands. That was just that we're testing if he had a Stifle. Yeah, accumulated knowledge is playable. Oh, neat. Apparently there's a bot in my chat that says when we're playing. I didn't remember setting that up. Another Chain Lightning. Okay, now we like are getting close to where this is gonna matter. Let's get a land. Got a land! Alright, now we'll Entomb. I guess that's semi-sweet. We can go preordain before we Burning Wish and maybe find something. A ritual's not nothing, but I think the ritual would mean like we're drawing 7, going to 2, and then immediately trying to kill them. But we're already X2, so why not? And just hope that was a good 7. Put on bottom. Put on top. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Alright. Oh no, we don't, you're right. Do we want to just because the Brainstorm's not that good? Probably blue, because we have no blue. And we'll have 2 black floating. Which is enough for Cabal Ritual, too. You like blue? Yep. So we're not going to have haste. Because we're gonna crack the LED, we'll have exactly 3 floating. Okay. Yeah, I guess, yeah, in that case it probably should be black. Because that's what all our rituals are. So we're going to do the thing where not passing priority when you cast a spell is hold down control, but I don't know at what point you stop holding down control. So I'm just like, hold control really aggressively. And don't forget, Burning Wish is a May. We could have chosen not to there. Let's choose Grizzlebrand from our graveyard. So we can make a bunch more mana. So currently we're on the plan of this burn deck doesn't have a bolt in his 4 cards in hand or the card on top of his library. Alright, let's go for it. I mean, if... Oh look, he has Burst Lightning, so he's got Exaxes. I don't know what, if anything, we bring in here. Like, Flusterstorm on a Lightning Bolt? Do we bring in empty? Because I've always left the sorceries in the board with the 3 Burning Wish. Ah, good call. So let's bring in probably a Truth and a Chain. And then always start with like a Preordain and a Ponder as the first 2. And then like, and Ponder, Lotus Petal, or LED tend to be the next ones. Yeah. Do we want to get rid of some Thought Seizes since they deal 2, and Duress will do almost the same thing against him? Eidolon and dropping our Grizzlebrand. Alright. This hand has almost everything. See, this is where if you were at the local, you'd just be like, knock the top of your deck and be like, that's a land right there, baby. But in real life, we have to mulligan this. And also this. Oh, apparently I forgot to add audio for you. I should do that. I want audio output of my desktop computer. Where is...
As I now blow out everyone's eardrums.
Okay, that should have you, I think.
Okay. Maybe. We'll see.
I guess we keep this, and we just, like, Cabal Therapy Lightning Bolt on turn 1.
I mean, the alternative is we see, like, we keep it. We definitely, like, I think we definitely keep this. We can certainly scry, see what we scry into. And
well, if we Cabal Therapy turn 1, we don't get that Ponder.
Yeah. So what I was thinking was, I mean, we keep the Ponder. We can try to, you know, ponder into something that, like, Ritual Therapy ourselves for Grizzlebrand.
Yeah, it's slow.
But obviously against the burn deck, slow is exactly where you want to be, from what I've heard.
Oh my god, he has a Goblin Guide. I was not expecting that at all.
No. I didn't know this deck played this. It's got to be like a 1-up that he's just drawing perfect, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and a Tormod script. That's nice.
Oh. Okay, well.
Glad we brought in Bounce. Let's see what we can see. LED Brainstorm Island. It's tough. That Brainstorm's pretty bad with no shuffle effect here.
There's no shuffle effect. I don't think we
care about the other ones.
No. Yeah. Like, obviously in our land's fine, but, like, we're, taking an island and then basically hoping we don't brainstorm lock ourselves? It doesn't seem great.
Yeah, I think just shuffle, yeah. Let's go shuffle. Well, we're not far off of just trying to cast Grizzlebrand eventually.
Yeah.
Which is a thing I have done before.
You know, plan C. Or maybe plan G.
Yeah, I'm F6. That also plays around his Tormod script, you know, just...
Again, playing perfect. Playing perfect right here.
Ooh, a Lavamancer, sweet.
Lavamancer and no land.
I guess we'll just fucking natty brainstorm it.
Yeah.
And the trick here is to just never be punished.
Yeah, I mean, it's working well so far.
So I'm definitely putting back one of the wishes.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3. So, like, he has crypt, so I guess we need to... Next turn, we can Burning Wish to bounce the crypt, and then also go off. So that seems fine.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of, then... Fuck, none of these. So I guess we're just not shuffling this turn, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, well, we have no reason to shuffle, like, unless we're, like... Yeah, I mean, the only reason you shuffle, I guess, is if you're, like, wanting to therapy for something. I don't know.
You know what? If I had been smart, I could have put the... Oh, wait, never mind. That doesn't work the way I thought it is. I'm doing that thing where I'm outthinking myself. It's easy to do when you're as dumb as I am. So we can't even bounce this? Can we bounce this? No, because we need...
No, because we're going to need... we need blue, black, and red.
We're going... So we're doing this, like, just the slowest way possible.
Yeah. Which I'm sure is fine.
Well, the trick is you always want to telegraph what you're going to do the next turn.
Yeah, I mean, we got to give them a fighting chance. Like, we're putting a giant thing with axes and for hands into play, so...
Well, yeah, and we're going to undo all of these lightning bolts with 7 lifelink next turn is the plan.
It doesn't seem like a terrible plan.
I want... that guy.
I was going to say, we had an abrade, didn't we?
An abrade's an instant, so you can't get it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was just checking that we had an abrade.
Yeah, we have two abrades.
Totally separate from
which
that we were in the middle of resolving, obviously.
I've been loving abrade against death and taxes, just like, kill your containment priest with an expensive lightning bolt. Ooh. Oof. Ooh, owie. So I think we just, like, have to draw another bounce spell.
Yeah.
And we're not going to. We're going to draw an Entomb. So, yeah, we lose, right? He's got 5 power on board and an Eidolon.
Yeah, so... What? That's 6, 4...
Even if we bounce the Eidolon, it costs 2 life to bounce the Eidolon. So I think I'm pretty sure we're just dead, right?
Yeah, yeah. We don't have enough life or ways to work around bouncing.
Okay, well then
crypt. Yeah.
Then we need to go. You can't fire me. I quit. No, I'm not gonna do that. Our time has value. All right. Well, that was bad. My leagues have been either very good or very bad thus far.
You know. Hashtag variance.
Chris, there's nothing anonymous about our love of Grizzlebrand. So I guess, wait, let's do the smart streamer thing. Bring the deck back up again. It would be really sweet if you could save a layout for your cards to be in, for you to display them in. That would be really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Because every time I stream, it's like a challenge to try and get the deck displayed correctly.
Well, because I mean, what's your alternative? Like setting up like a totally separate page that you're basically like.
I guess I could just have like a screenshot pulled up.
Yeah.
So have you played with Spellseeker yet?
I haven't. I've been meaning to, but that would also require me to put in the effort to actually acquire one, which obviously is asking quite a bit. But yeah, I mean, in theory, I like it. Just as like another another very viable tutor, I guess.
Yeah, it has been nice in sideboard games because you're bringing in one and two ofs, just like how a lot of sideboard cards stay in the sideboard with Burning Wish.
You just have greater access to them through this. Yeah,
exactly.
And I mean, at the same time too, it's not one of those like flex slots that I think is materially taken away from the rest of the deck.
Like, I think you would replace it with a Lion's Eye or another Corpse Dance.
Or another what?
Corpse Dance.
Yeah. I mean, I think the last build that I had, I was playing 4 LEDs, 1 Corpse Dance. Like, I don't think there's one that's necessarily right, if you will, compared to the other, but yeah. Which again, I think that's one of the kind of fun things about it. At least where we have.
I was so disappointed when I finally bought LEDs, and then we went to all 3 LED versions, and I was like, but I just paid a bunch of money for these LEDs.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
But that's obviously, nonsensical if your goal is to win.
No.
Do.
So have you been playing Meltdown as like your mass artifact removal on the board for a while, or were you swapping between that and like Pulverize and stuff?
I just stole this deck list from Logan because I basically haven't played Magic since the football season started.
Okay, fair.
I feel like By Force could go in that slot just as well. But that's the vintage player in me. Oh, man, this hand would be sweet with a land.
Deck.
We're being punished for only playing 12 lands. This is bullshit.
Yeah. Riot.
I don't hate this. It doesn't do anything, but I don't hate it.
Yeah. We just, scry like geniuses.
Well, that goes to the bottom.
Yeah.
And back to you. What is he on with Verdant Catacombs? And no end-step fetch. That's quite unusual.
Yeah.
So I would guess he only has 1 land, or had 1 land.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna guess Turbo Depths? Oh, we're in junk colors. And he played a Dark Confidant. That's just so much fairer than what we're trying to do.
I know. Like, I almost feel bad for our opponent.
We have Corpse Dance LED combo with Dark Ritual in our hand.
Yeah, and I mean, we know our opponent's not like casting forces over there, so
we're going for that, right?
Yeah, I think we're doing it.
So let's put back Entomb because that card doesn't do anything, and let's put back Cabal Therapy because that card doesn't do anything. Let's play a land and a Lotus Petal in case he has days, which seems unlikely.
He may, You
really never know in this format.
It is a card he could play. It is a legal card choice. Ben, the cantrips, it's Brainstorm, Ponders, Preordains.
1 Preordain.
Preordain, sorry.
Yeah, alright. Corpse Dance, maintaining priority with no creatures in the graveyard. What color do you want? Black?
Yeah, probably black because we have the pedal.
And we do have the pedal up. Oh, man. That's just such a sweet interaction.
LED is a good card.
All right, let's draw some cards.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, Ben, it's 4-4-1, 4 Brainstorm, 4 Ponder, 1 Preordain currently. There's our Entomb back to get our Magus of the Mind, but not a whole lot else. Let's draw 7 more cards.
I like that plan.
We're gonna soon run into the thing where we're not gonna get all these cards on screen. Rituals, Past in Flames, Entomb, and there's a Corpse Dance in the graveyard. I think it's pretty hard to lose from here.
Yeah.
It's mostly sequencing, and if we want to attack, but then we lose this 3 mana we have.
Yeah, and we need the mana at this point.
So let's play the stuff we're definitely playing, like the Paddle. So we're going to need... So I want to make as little mana as possible. We're going to make... Oh, we're Past in Flamesing pre-combat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're just ritualing.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. And anybody else want to join? I'm trying to think. I'm gonna have this cost 4.
So hang on, I'm thinking about. So we've got what? We're 7 mana total. So we're gonna be short of mana right now in order to flashback Corpse Dance.
There's a ritual in the graveyard.
Oh, duh. Never mind.
There's actually 2 rituals in the graveyard. That's why I was trying to think if I wanted to Entomb or not, and I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. Also, we can play Past in Flames twice this turn.
For value.
I've done it for real reasons. Alright, let's play a Dark Ritual. Let's play a Dark Ritual. Let's play an Entomb. Let's make this bigger so I can see it. Do we want it with buyback? Nah. The storm count is 12. And anything else we want to do before we activate it? We have 2 mana floating. Okay, I just lost audio on you. That's no good. Well, here's our list of cards we can play for free. I've got a Lion's Eye Diamond, a Lotus Petal, and we can Shallow Grave again, which seems like the play. I'm going to actually use the Petal instead of the LED because we're going to need a bunch of black mana soon anyway. And from here it should be really hard to lose. Because we have all this, so let's make mana, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Cabal Ritual. Storm is 18, that seems like enough. Burning Wish. Yes, I would like to use Burning Wish's ability. God, there's so many things happening. Tendrils of Agony. Find Tendrils of Agony in my giant hand, and I will target you with all the copies. Woohoo! Alright, why can't I hear you now? Oh, that would be why, because my headphones broke. Let's begin sideboarding. Okay, let's see if I can get audio on you again. I think it might be on your end. Alright, so they are on some form of junk. I think I want maybe the Abrades to kill dudes and to kill artifacts. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we have better access to everything else as is.
Sweet, and your audio came back. That was me talking to myself and being like, I hope I get a response. I think that's it.
Yeah, I mean, like Massacre is the only other thing that you want. You have better access to it with it in the board.
Exactly.
At again, I mean, it's always one of those you can bring in like a chain or an Echoing Truth to like hedge against. It is like just extra hedging.
He is playing black, so Leyline might be his hate.
Yeah.
So let's bring a Truth in too. And then same as last time, Preordained Ponder.
Yeah.
And Cabal Therapy seems especially good here since he's playing Junk Colors. He's probably got Stoneforges, which makes Cabal Therapy really easy.
Yeah.
Maybe toss a Petal again?
Well, I mean, that you can potentially take out Duresses, or like a Duress or something like that. I'm inclined to think he's going to be a little bit more creature-oriented than he is going to be. Like, we're not trying to Duress, like, counter magic or anything like that. So we need what, one cut?
Yeah, I guess I don't mind a Duress. Especially he's a creature deck, we might actually be using these Thought Seizes. Alright, let's go for it. And I'm gonna... My air conditioner is loud as fuck. Oh my god, another hand that would be amazing with the basic Swamp.
It'd be great if we could keep one opening hand.
This has half a combo and a turn 1 Thought Seize, which seems pretty good.
This seems quite fine.
Ooh. You like a Braid?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we can keep it. We're not like...
It's reactive, but...
It's reactive. It's like just free react. It's like free answer to most of the stuff that we're worried about. We're turn 1 Thought Seizing no matter what.
It's also like we're almost guaranteed to like turn 2 just be like, oh, we can't do anything. A Braid is fine.
Yeah.
He's playing 4-color. He's on loam, isn't he? Oh, Chalice 0.
Okay. Which I mean isn't actually that stellar.
Well, it's
not just against his hand, but like in general. I mean.
So I'm going to suspect he has Wastelands and play out the fetch first.
Yeah.
And I'm going to guess that we're going to get to cast an Braid on Chalice of the Void next turn.
Seems likely.
And there's the Wasteland.
You're a wizard, Sam.
Unfortunately, we're going to trade... we're going to, I guess, trade a Chalice for an Underground Sea here.
Yeah, so I guess one thing is, like, we don't need to answer the Chalice right now.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, if we know at some point we're going to get wastelanded, right? So do you, and I'm not necessarily saying this is 100% right, but do you play the sea and either Thought Seize or Brainstorm trying to find additional lands since we're going to need them at least in the short term?
Brainstorm better, and we can follow it up with either an Entomb or a Thought Seize.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Leaving a Legacy says there's not enough cowboy hats on this stream. There's a land. Past and Flames, I don't think we're casting for a while, so I definitely want to put that back.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're using the Magus of the Mind out of this hand anytime soon. So that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
And let's Thought Seize them. I don't know, 3 cards, you want Thought Seize or do you want to Entomb?
I probably want to Thought Seize at this point, I think. I mean, well, because, like, what are we Thought Seizing for?
Well, now that they're on 4 colors, it could be just fucking anything. It could be a boat.
Yeah.
And we might just be
Thought
Seizing for info.
Yeah.
Do you like my fake Thought Seizes?
I do. I'm not going to lie, when you had the deck list pulled up, I almost asked you what card it was.
Night of Autumn.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, we're taking their pressure and, like whatever. Like decay just does nothing.
Well, someone once told me if you duress or thought seize someone and you have to read one of their cards, that's the card you should take.
Yeah. I'm either scared of that card or I don't know what your card does. I'm taking it. It's sound logic.
Unfortunately, leaving a legacy, my cowboy hat requires repair at the moment.
And I have not lived in Texas long enough to have earned my cowboy hat, so...
Soon. And here's a ghost court. Is he going to ghost court to the swamp?
They're thinking about it. This is like they're doing literally nothing else, yeah. They might, I don't know.
Sweet. That's a sweet top deck.
I mean, the Chalice.
Oh, right. No, Ben, I'm wearing socks and gym shorts because I have a heater in my house. I think we're just continuing to dig with Ponder, yeah?
How many basics? Are we just running a 1-1?
1-1, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Like, we ponder into, like, pretty much anything. We're probably okay with it.
We're just like, we're not doing anything right now. We could also just get a non-basic and let him ghost quarter us and go get the island.
Yeah. Sorry, that's why I was asking. Like, there's no reason for us to get our basic and just get quartered out of the game.
So I'm gonna get Volk because that one's worse.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have the black available.
Agreed.
Oh, there's just like so many fucking windows when you play this deck. Brainstorm, Burning Wish, and Grizzlebrand. We don't want Grizzlebrand. Burning Wish bounces Chalice and that's it.
Yeah, and we're probably losing our red source.
Yeah, other than that, I guess Burning Wish could get Exhume, but again, we're probably losing our red source.
Yeah.
So I think I'm shuffling this.
I would shuffle, yeah.
And there's a Brainstorm.
How many cattle do I have to wrangle to earn my cowboy hat? Oh, it gets me belt buckles. See, and this is why... Like,
no, because you would want a hat before you go out and wrangle cattle, because otherwise you could get sunburned.
Yeah. So I guess the important thing is, how do I get my cowboy hat? Because if cattle wrangling gets me my belt buckles, then I need a hat before I do that.
So he's actually quartering the swamp, so let's entomb?
Yeah, we might as well. We're doing, like, there's nothing we saved on the top of the deck. We might as well use the mana before we lose it.
You know what we actually could have done there that would have been sweet, is we could have floated the mana, shuffled for the island, brainstormed, and then entombed.
Ooh.
To get an extra perfect brainstorm?
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to use Ghost Quarter's ability, because I know that that card has text. So we're, like, still not doing bad here.
Mm-mm.
Like, we have Brainstorm Fetch again.
Brainstorm, Fetch, and...
We're playing the worst Miracles deck ever.
Let's see. So...
Don't think we want the Thoughtseize, because we know half his hand is Abrupt Decay. And the Cabal Ritual is not doing anything. I guess we have Thresh, so we probably want to keep that. Get rid of the Burning Wish for now. Shuffle and abrade his Chalice, because we can.
Well... So, I mean, if he has... no, we've got Exhume in the board. So what we'd be playing to is, like, put back, I don't know, like, Thoughtseize.
I guess, yeah, we can Burning Wish this turn.
Play the land, don't do anything, and then next turn we can Ritual, Wish,
okay,
or Exhume.
So we're putting back Thoughtseize, Cabal Ritual, draw, Cabal Ritual.
Well, because so what I'm trying to think about is like, what do we want to hide in case he like if he would have thought sees us, right? Like, I feel like I would rather put back thought sees than wish because like if he let's say he thought sees some sort of discard, right? He takes ritual. All that does is slow us down. We can still then just draw wish.
Okay, so thought sees wish.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would at least.
Yeah, I got you. I appreciate you walking through it.
Yeah, and I mean, like, all this is obviously still leaving the chalice on the board, which could potentially be an issue, but, like, we're going along the line of putting a Grizzlebrand into play and him not having a way to deal with it. So, which they very well could. I don't know what 4-color Loam plays. It's, like, literally, I dump my binder out.
Oh, he played a Bob. So yeah. He's trying to play fair magic, which is the wrong thing to do, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean...
So we're gonna fetch here, Cabal Ritual, Burning Wish, Exhume, draw 14-ish.
Yeah.
I think again I'm gonna get Badlands just because it's worse.
Yeah, and it keeps in case something ridiculous happens, it keeps another blue source as well. If stuff like absolute goes to shit.
Yes, I would like to use Burning Wish's ability. I would like to get Exhume. I'm on autopilot on Moto, like, get Tendrils of Agony. Wait, yeah.
No. Tendrils you for 6. Pass the turn.
He's thinking about this Exhume, which is scary. Okay, there it is.
I was going to say, like, you have an Abrupt Decay in hand, opponent.
Oh, he got his Knight of White Autumn.
Oh, yeah.
Which does, what does that card do? He can destroy an artifact or enchantment or gain 4 life. He's gaining 4 life. So we have to storm for 2 more.
I would have preferred if he destroyed his chalice, but whatever.
Well, let's draw some cards.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're wanting to abrade next turn. Because this is actual nothing right now.
Yeah.
With that chalice.
So, yeah.
And drawing another 7, hoping to hit a land is pretty rough.
Yeah, I think we just like.
And he's not attacking this turn. Like we're in no danger.
Yeah.
I guess we can
duress. Like we can take the decay just for shits and giggles to use our mana, but
it prevents him from forcing an untimely cracking of LED.
Yeah.
And we have the mana available.
And then is there any, because we're gonna we have 9 in hand. Like, is there any value to us? Like, obviously he doesn't have anything in hand, but therapying just, well, no, we can put therapy in the yard regardless. Yep. Ignore me.
We will burn for 1. Pass. I think get rid of therapy and brainstorm.
Brainstorm, yeah, we don't need it.
We're gonna draw 7, which is better than drawing 3.
And having to put 2 back? No, thank you, sir. All right, opponent, let's see what you're made of. Do you have a World Gorger Dragon in your deck?
Okay, he's decided to allow his Dark Confidant trigger to resolve, and he has revealed an Abrupt Decay.
That seems less good.
Would you like to swing into my 7/7 Flying Lifelinker? No. You're no fun.
He's quickly identified passing the turn. Opponent. So sorry. This is what happens when you show up with green cards.
We have an Entomb. So if we abrade, that leaves 3 mana to go get our target, which if we Grizzlebrand draw should be fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack first, then abrade.
And then abrade, do everything in the second main, yeah.
I wouldn't want to find out he's got, like, there's, like, eye poke or something. It's, like, black, deal 1 damage. That's just the kind of shit I would run into.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, we need black mana. Red. Blue. It's gone.
I mean, who knows? Maybe our opponent's playing Needle.
Oh, that is very few whammies. Oh no, we got the Majesty of the Mind.
Just flashback therapy with a Grizzlebrand.
Do we want to draw 7 off the Grizzlebrand and go to 1 first?
I mean, it's not like he's going to do anything in response.
Probably not.
Concede. It seems fine. Like, sending a message is totally fine.
Oh, yeah. We got all 4 rituals and all 4 petals this turn.
Opponent, you're allowed to concede from the game at any time. That is a rule of Magic.
Oh, we can't thought seize ourselves. The game won't let us. Oh, wait. Yes, it will. It's not a cost. We could thought seize ourselves. Of the mind. I gotta imagine like what it's like to be on the other side of this.
You know, I will say that I both appreciate and hate our opponent for making / allowing us to go through this.
I've only gone through the whole thing twice, and I've played. This is my 3rd league. Worth noting, we're under 9 minutes.
Yeah. Listen, we've had complicated decisions, and it's 2 people playing instead of 1, so...
It's twice as many opportunities for failure.
Exactly.
Ben points out that he could have had Punishing Fire.
That is true. Like, I guess if we didn't know what was in hand, we wouldn't go down to 1.
All right, let's get 12 spells for free. How does that sound? How about an LED? Cast. And an LED. Cast. And Shallow Grave seems fine.
Yeah. I was going to say, I mean, obviously we don't need him in this case, but otherwise I would have held playing the LEDs because we know he has a decay.
So we're up to 14. We still haven't gotten a Burning Wish. Oh, we have one in hand. That's
we have
fine.
one in hand.
I guess let's just kill him.
Yeah. Put him out of his misery.
Well, this is like where I'm finding on Moto, I'm skipping a lot of continuing to go off that I would do in real life because it takes so much longer to do it on Moto.
Yeah. I was going to say we could have grape shotted him too, but you're a nicer person than I am. We could have like kept going, wiped their board, and grape shot at them. I've
gotten grape shot before where it was 1 short, so the opponent didn't concede, and then I Burning Wished again and got Tendrils of Agony. Oh, he's not even F6ing through the tendrils.
There we go.
All right, we got our first win. First win on. That was intense. Finally did something. Kai, you look almost empty.
Huh?
I said you look almost empty.
Yeah, we're getting a little low here. It's fine, there's more in the fridge.
We're playing against InfoZerg, and we have... this seems, like, pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just
there's
like,
a lot of things we can ponder into.
But we have to get it on basic, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Damn, I hate that Moto shrinks that window every single time.
Yeah, it just doesn't hold any of your...
And you know if you, like, reported, like, hey, I got the wrong land because your window was tiny, they'd be like, well, you know you could resize it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I should do. I should resize the window every time. That's just like real Magic. I think I gotta shuffle this one. Duress, Past and Flames, Preordain.
Yeah, I mean, like, we'd like the duress, but I mean, yeah. Otherwise, you're keeping duress to duress and then not do anything until potentially the next turn. Seems pretty bad.
And we drew a Cabal Writ. He also has Bloodstained Mires and Polluted Deltas. Oh no.
Oh.
We find the mirror.
I won't even be mad.
Or is this just, Grixis? Grixis Honda Civic.
Could be either. I realize I didn't ask
Him to Tupac getting double Entomb.
Pat, but thank you. We're going to need the luck. What did they do? They him us?
They himmed and got double Entomb, and then we drew Entomb.
We drew an Entomb. Because we're geniuses.
The trick to playing this deck is to never be punished.
Yeah.
For example, you could have Entomb in your hand and ponder into Shallow Grave, Cabal Therapy, Cabal Ritual. Unfortunately, we don't have enough mana to do any of that. Okay. So I think we're shuffling again, yeah?
Yeah, we gotta shuffle again.
This is a bunch of bullshit. And we drew another Entomb.
Dear God. I don't always ponder, but when I do, I shuffle.
He's got the perfect 3 mana base. Other than that new art. Sure, you can ponder.
So I didn't ask Sam, what rum are you drinking?
I am drinking, this is my go-to rum, Florida Cagna 4-year.
Solid.
It's pretty good, and it's like, even at the crappy, expensive liquor store in my neighborhood, it's $25.
Oh, hey.
Hey, there we go. We got a perfect brainstorm lined up now. We're doing something. Kobe's joining us just in time to see how skill-intensive this game can be. Oh, baby. Double LED Corpse Dance Grizzlebrand. We don't have enough mana to pull the LED trick.
Not yet.
Next turn we do, because we have a Cabal Ritual that we can just cast and get 3 mana off of. Which I think is what I want to do.
Well, and actually next turn I think we will have Threshold once we fetch.
We'll be going to 6 off the fetch.
Yeah, the Brainstorm puts us to 6, and then the fetch will put us to 7.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So we'll be at 5. That's perfect. Yeah, so I'm just going to put back double in, I guess, Entomb, Corpse Dance on top, Scalding Tarn, draw the Corpse Dance in case he's got Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize, him. I mean, for that same reason, we could play in, well, I was going to say, for the same, sorry, yeah, I agree with, like, what we're putting back. I was just going to say that for the same logic of, like, discard and things like that, if he's got another him or something, we could play an LED, but then that obviously plays into a K command.
It'd be sweet if he himmed us and hit Grizzlebrand.
Hey, do the work for us, man.
Like Grizzlebrand and Tomb. Sweet.
The only downside is they have a bazillion cards in their hand right now.
We have an equal number of cards, and he is passing through his combat step, which is always positive.
Don't hate this.
Oh, he's casting something second main. You never see someone do this in real life.
Most people don't even know how phases work. Is this going to be...
he has a 5/5.
Hopefully we get to put in a flying 7/7 with lifelink that is a little bit better.
Look, one of the keys here is that you can never not have faith.
It's true. We signed up for the Church of Grizzlebrand. We know what we're doing here. He's afraid of Mana Drain or the Mana Drain.
Alright, time for the most dangerous play this deck can do. Which is LED, crack, hoping Corpse Dance resolves. I almost feel like we should Entomb the Magus. Just so it'll be the one underneath Grizzlebrand? We have the mana for it.
Yeah. I mean, because listen, if this goes to shit, if us entombing a Magus beforehand isn't gonna change things.
I want Magus of the Mind. Alright. Holding control. Let's crack this one for black. And you want to crack the other one for blue because we already have the Magus?
Yeah, I think so. Well, that resolved quickly. Yeah, so Ben, we could have done that, but then we're spinning a Magus for 5, which isn't really that great.
Let's go to 4. Ooh, baby. So many cards. So many of which don't do that much?
Yeah.
I think we're on Past in Flames here.
Yeah, probably Past in Flaming. We've got the mana. I mean, I'd just start with the Duress because I'm curious. And there's a chance that they just, like, accept the fact that we've just drawn a zillion cards and they just...
they have Double Edict, him, Jace.
I mean...
And they don't have another one. I think him is the only one we care about if they manage to take another turn.
Yeah.
Oh, Kobe's got the line, Spellseeker for Shallowgrave for Magus.
Oh, yeah.
This is what happens when you have good people in your chat.
You know?
You cast cards like Spellseeker.
And here we get to see Spellseeker would be infinitely better than the 4th LED.
Making sure we have nothing else free we can play beforehand. I want to leave 1 blue floating. I would like to use Spellseeker's ability, please. If you don't mind terribly. Shallowgrave. Let's cast Shallowgrave. Let's leave a blue floating. We can cast a Lotus Petal, which we will. A Dark Ritual. A Dark Ritual. A Cabal Ritual. And... yeah, we have lethal, so we'll Burning Wish. Guy, is this part kind of hard to follow with how small I am on your screen?
No, it's actually... It's decently sized enough. Might need to fetch before... oh, yeah, that might not have been a bad call. Opponent, please... okay, there we go.
Alright, so this guy is on 4-color loam. That's what we've determined.
All our opponents on 4 color.
I don't know what that means. So, we know he has the Chalice, so maybe Hercules comes in? And maybe Chain?
Wait, what? We're playing Grixis.
Grixis. Wow, I just, like, anti-time walked in my head. That's what just happened. So I think we want to bring in Flusterstorm for his massive amounts of counter magic he should be having, right?
Yeah. Flusterstorms. I'm trying to think what else they
and
play.
Like maybe some Ritalin for Sam would be good to bring in.
I don't know if anything else is really that.
Like Chain and Truth for his hate pieces, but like I'm not even sure what those are. I love playing Magic with access to Google. It's fucking great.
Sandra's caught up with his hangover from Saturday, you know?
Surgical Extraction would be one of his hate pieces. Would probably be his most important hate piece, which we have Flusterstorm for.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like if we're putting in like a chain or something like that in case we're concerned about Lord knows what. I don't know. I mean, if they're playing like Spell Bomb or something like that, but otherwise I think it's totally fun. Like, I can certainly see the argument. Just keep it 2 Flusterstorms and move on with life.
All right. Kobe, we usually keep Consigned to Oblivion in the sideboard because it can be got with Burning Wish, and I'd rather have 3 of them in Burning Wish than 1 of them in the deck.
Ben, what do you mean does Moto flip the Aftermath half?
This hand has a lot of sweet things happening in it.
It does.
We can turn one past in Flames. It won't do anything, but we can do it.
We are able to cast these cards. Yeah, I mean...
This has, like, so many halves of the combo, I feel like we can't not keep it.
Yeah, I mean, some discard and a...
Like, the worst-case scenario here is we turn one, Entomb for Grizzlebrand, and he Surgicals it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, again, we have no need to Entomb it right away anyway, but...
Well, and even if he does that, then we get to YOLO Swag with Magus and be like, cool, I guess we're just going to have to make the storm count 30.
Oh, Ben, I get what you're saying. Yeah. How it's got the one that's like the horizontal and vertical swag. Yeah, I don't know.
Looks like this right here is what it looks like on Moto.
Yeah, they do it just like the OG split cards instead of the Aftermath.
It is better to be lucky than good. So we're just forcing this here, right?
Yeah, I mean...
We play a pedal for a possible daze? And other than that, just fucking go for it?
I think so. I mean, if we don't, we're playing the wrong deck.
Was the line from Sports Night, if you can't make money off Sports Night, you shouldn't be in the money-making business. All praise the Dark Lord.
Opponent.
So I guess we go to combat, right?
But...
Let's draw 7 first. Let's do 7 and 7 and combat and 7. Oh, that's going to be hard to lose from. There's another ritual and a Thoughtseize. We don't have a way to Entomb yet, but we do have the Past in Flames.
We have the Past in Flames.
Which we can cast. I think we should just attack and draw 7 more, though.
Yeah.
That's probably easier. I love playing this deck in real life, and you'll, like, fizzle, and they'll be like, oh, you fizzled. You'll be like, attack, draw 7. They're just like, fuck.
We're doing it again.
Did I just not gain 7?
No, you did.
Oh, and I drew. I just went really... I was just going really fast.
You were just so excited.
I was so excited. Okay, there's an Entomb. So we need...
our Shallow Grave, so...
Lotus Petal. Go ahead and play the diamond because we want some storm count. Make black. Make more black. Make more black. Entomb. I want a Magus of the Mind. I want a Shallow Grave. LED or Lotus Petal to crack this?
So...
We're on storm count 10.
Again, our opponent is just rolled over and given up. I would duress just because I'm curious, and then I would just use Petal. I mean...
And that does raise the storm count 1. Jace, triple him.
I mean, I get why they kept it. They had Strix as well.
Yeah, that's a sweet hand. I guess we'll take the Jace, because if he wants to him 3 times against this deck...
Be my guess.
He's fucking welcome to. Alright, storm count 11. LED, Petal, Petal, Brainstorm, Ball Ritual, Corpse Dance, Dark Ritual, Entomb, Burning Wish, Thoughtseize. So that's a kill.
Yep.
So
GG's, opponent. Thank you for playing.
Let's just cast all these cards real quick. I mean, we actually have a deterministic grape shot kill.
We do.
Ben, you are way overthinking this deck. When they are F6, you don't do things that are that complicated, because then you could misclick. There we go. All right.
We did the thing.
Unfortunately, that was 2-3.
It was 2-3, but that first match against Burn was kind of just like...
Yeah, it was not great.
No.
Well, that was fun. Would you like to go again?
We can, unless you want to play something else. I show up, you win in 3 turns. You know, that is true. Kobe's got a point.
Yeah, Kobe, do you need to dial into the chat?
Yeah.
All right, I guess let's join another league. Do we want to make any changes to the deck? Because I bought like pretty much all of the cards that go in this deck. That go in every variant.
I mean, we can.
I don't see a reason to. I was just offering that up.
Yeah, no, I mean... Shit, let's do it again.
All right, let me grab my next beverage.
I'm actually going to do the same.
Kobe, I do not have any Canadian whiskey in my house. I'm actually not a big whiskey guy in general. So Kai, my party on Saturday was I have this beer from every year going back for 6 years.
Oh, you did a vertical. Yeah. I think you mentioned this.
And the cooler is still over there and cold with like the last like 3 half bottles. So that's what I'm switching to. Because
I mean, you can't let it go to waste. Like
it's like $15 a bottle.
Yeah, that'd be straight up alcohol abuse.
Join league. Let's play Bizzaro. Oh, I have enough play points to play for free. Always positive. Oh, we have to click play a match. Stupid moto.
I've already established I want to play the league. Just throw me in. Put me in, coach.
Yeah, there are some things it's like an interesting UX thing. It's like, okay, I understand why it's 2 clicks, but how many people are like, join league, I'll come back to that later.
Yeah.
I don't want to join the league right now.
I just want to have this on reserve for a little bit later in case I'm feeling
I want to have spent the money, but not have used the money.
In this exchange of goods and services, I wish to only receive my my return later on.
So, speaking of when we looked up what the Grixis sideboard cards might be, there was a vintage match that I was streaming, and it was like, it was in one of those monthly tournaments, and this guy was playing some crazy combo deck that I'd heard of, but I didn't know anything about, and spent like just 10 minutes on stream trying to figure out how the deck worked. Just like letting my clock tick down, and I countered the exact right card, and he chatted me, he was like, no one counters the right card. I was like, yeah, that's why it took me 10 minutes.
Research, man.
I lost the die roll.
Not cool.
This hand does a lot of things, but none of them are particularly good.
Yeah.
Like, we can cast a turn 1 Spellseeker and do nothing with it. And swing for 1. Like, at least this one we can preordain and try and find another land.
Yeah.
I don't like
And
this either, though.
I'm not crazy about it, but it at least potentially does some stuff. Spellseeker just doesn't want to go away.
We're also going second, which means we're drawing the card we scry.
True.
I'm still...
You want to pitch it?
I guess, like, this is not terrible, and we're against an unknown opponent. So I'll keep. Turn 1 Preordained Duress seems pretty good.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Maximize our knowledge. Oh, he's got a Chrome Mox.
Chrome Mox.
That's never good.
Uh-oh. Buckle in. Oh, they're playing Tess. T-E-S. So he's going to make a bunch of goblins, is my guess.
Well, I was told there's no difference between Tess and Ant, just like there's no difference between Tin Fins and Bizzaro.
Yeah, you know.
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't, but it does not surprise me that someone would have said that.
It was... who's the big Tess guy? Bryant Cook?
Yeah.
Said, like, there's no difference between Tin Fins and Bizzaro. Like, that's just bullshit made up by those people who are really into Grizzlebrand. And so a bunch of people were like, cool, there's no difference between Ant and Tess.
God.
This guy is getting to flip a lot of cards.
Yeah, that's kind of the one nice thing about TES is that you're just like, I'm going to almost put my entire deck in my hand. Petals. He's got 2 petal. Yeah, I mean,
it seems pretty stock to me.
Yeah, I mean, they're...
Like, the only reason I'm not conceding is time and to see what else his deck does.
Yeah, I mean, he wins at this point. It's just a matter of, like, you know, if he's going to... Because did he flip any discard? Yeah, so I would just concede here and tell him to suck it. If I had paid attention to what the username was, I think I would have known.
It's Elvin7. That's the sweet thing about the chatbot. So we're bringing in Flusterstorm?
Yeah, Flusterstorm. You could bring in E-Truth if you want to hedge against goblins.
I also I kind of like Cobrew, but maybe that's a thing that stays in the sideboard for Burning Wish.
Sure. You can make... So I was going to say...
So I feel like this is where we either cut mana and say we're going to out-discard you, or you cut discard and say we're going to go faster than you.
Yeah, how many cuts do we need to make?
3.
So, I don't know, a preordain, a therapy, and... The only reason I say therapy is because, like, you're pretty much naming the exact same stuff that you're just going to try to Duress or Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
I mean, you could take out, like, an island if you want. You know, if you're talking about just kind of going that route.
I guess, like, he's not wastelanding us.
Yeah, he's not wastelanding us. There's no, like...
I don't know if I would almost rather cut a fetch at that point, though.
Oh, sure.
And again, we can also just, like, cut a petal, and we'll still be faster than the average test turn.
Yeah, I mean, that's not unreasonable.
Alright, we'll do that.
Excuse me.
The sideboarding in combo decks is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, we're like, let me bring in Flusterstorm and see what happens.
Well, if that island was a swamp.
Yeah.
I kind of don't hate just, like, Ritual Entomb Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
But brainstorming and then entombing afterwards would be better for seeing more cards.
Yeah. I mean, I think we keep this. I think it's just a matter of, like, depending on what we scribe, we just go from there.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're going Badlands, Thoughtseize, Island, Brainstorm, Entomb.
Uh-huh.
There's a Duress. We could Duress and Thoughtseize and Entomb in the same turn. Next turn.
Yeah, so...
That seems pretty meh.
Yeah, I mean, your alternative is, like, if you keep Duress, then this turn you just go, obviously, Badlands, Thoughtseize. Next turn, what you're seeing what your draw is, brainstorming, and going from there, maybe with, like, Entomb.
Like, we can tear apart his hand with the Duress. That's the positive thing.
Yeah.
I guess we'll do that. That seems alright. Show me what
Austin
you
Theater.
got. Pedal, Ponder, Infernal Tutor. I think I want Ponder out of that hand.
Yeah, take the Ponder.
He's doing
'cause
nothing.
The rest of his hand does nothing right now. And obviously, whatever they do next turn, they're just probably just playing a land, unless they draw some sort of cantrip. We can then decide if we want to brainstorm before we do anything else. Duress, because right now, what he.
I feel like next turn, at least with the current knowledge, we're duressing the tutor and brainstorming.
Yeah. Because an LED at this point, all he needs is an LED at this point to unlock his hand.
He is casting his Lotus Petals.
Yeah, which is correct.
Okay. Well, let's brainstorm first.
Brainstorm first.
Entomb Shallowgrave, I think we just fucking go off. We disregard this duress, it sucks.
Yeah, I think we just kill him.
Every time I brainstorm like this, I think of Happy Gilmore. No, I think I'll just win now. So he got a turn 1, and now we're going to get a turn 1. Well, that was like the worst draw 7 ever.
That was so awful. That's a little better, but not much.
Well, we're going to swing for sure.
Yeah.
We have 37 cards in the deck, and we need exactly one of 3 Lotus Petals. So I'm kind of not sure if we maybe let him have one more turn.
So, I guess my only concern, so he has tutor 2 lands and then an unknown.
If we go to 4, is there any possibility he kills us?
He probably, I doubt it, because he'd have to, I don't know, brainstorm into rituals and an LED probably, depending on what the other card in his hand is. If the other card in his hand is a brainstorm, and he brainstorms perfect, right?
Yeah.
He can kill us.
So basically,
right?
it's are the odds of him drawing perfectly off multiple cards better than the odds of us drawing perfectly off 7?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna draw 7.
Yeah, I like our odds better, because even if we draw a petal and for some reason just can't cobble the rest together, we can at least have Flusterstorm up.
And we didn't get all of it.
Dear God.
So I mean, we're gonna play the LEDs because they cost 0.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna set up a sweet Past in Flames turn because we're gonna keep Entomb for sure. Oh, we have the Past in Flames.
Oh, wait, hang on. No. So we have Past in Flames. So if we Past in Flames,
we can start casting the rituals.
Dark Rit, Cabal Rit, and then.
This deck is silly.
Or wait, no, because we won't have blue for to spin Magus at that point. But wait, no. So Dark Rit, Cabal, yeah, we won't have blue or red to spin Magus or to Burning Wish.
Yeah, so I think we're just setting up for a really strong Past in Flames turn next turn.
Yeah.
All right, so this is where it gets complicated. We want to decide what to keep. So let's go to discard, because that's what we're going to be doing.
Because I'm trying to think.
All right. This is where it would be easier if we could write down what we were keeping. So I'm going to take out a piece of paper, because this is going to be complicated. We are keeping... We're keeping Swamp, Writ, Past in Flames for sure. Those we have to keep.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would just keep the UC over the Swamp.
Oh yeah, I guess, yeah. So C, Writ, Past in Flames, Cabal Ritual. Do we have Reanimation? Entomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's keep the fluster just in case. That's 6. What do you want the last card to be?
So if we keep, I'm trying to think, if we need to keep a wish? Well, it won't. I don't think that'll matter.
We can keep the wish. I mean, like, I think we're kind of flex slot on that one. On the 7th card.
I'd just keep a wish.
All right, so now we have to discard all the cards I didn't name.
Yeah. So Swamp, Brainstorm. True.
This is nerve-wracking.
It is.
Got it. Got it right.
Hey, we did it. All right. So now we just hope that our opponent doesn't draw very well.
We hope he is as unlucky as we were.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. You play against people in real life, and if you do this, and then they go, and then you kill them next turn, someone like, you're so lucky. He's like, dude, I drew 21 cards last turn.
Yeah. If I didn't kill you after that, that would be a problem. So playing a land, passing back.
We're going to combat. Yes, he is passing back.
Cool.
I was really hoping we'd just natural draw the Cabal Ritual. Nothing would have been finer. All right, so let's get this Past in Flames going. Let us inflame the past. Let us...
I'm curious what they drew.
Ritual Cabal-ly. We actually want to Entomb... Oh, no, we have an Entomb in the yard, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let's cast Past in Flames. Alright, let's start with rituals, as per usual. It's always a good idea. Let's pop the graveyard out again.
I hate that it constantly closes the graveyard.
And it seems like it didn't do it that time. It
no,
seems
it only
like
does it on the first time after you pop it out. I don't know why. I forget, do we have a duress in our graveyard?
Yes, we did. You just want to see his hand?
I want to see his hand. I'm just curious, like, what they've been drawing, or not drawing for that matter.
Oh, and like that 1 mana's not going to matter here.
Yeah.
I guess we're like maybe pulling a Flusterstorm. Oh, he just conceded.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't want us to see those. We need 2 of them. It was Delta Infernal.
Yeah.
So is he concealing some super sweet piece of tech?
I mean...
Or does he just know it's over and why
I think
not?
he just knows it's over because like TES doesn't play Flusterstorms or anything like that out of the board. And again, not saying this person isn't doing something crazy, but...
And I think we're just running it back like this.
Yeah.
You know, I could see a Braid coming in for
the
4
so that's what I was
Chromoxin.
thinking of last time. Because in the combo discard mirror, you're going to play out your artifacts, obviously like we did before we passed the 1 turn back. He played out his petals, or I should say they played out their petals.
Well, for what it's worth, us
Chromoxes,
playing out our
that sort of
LEDs was because we had 20 cards in hand.
Well,
it was
it
was not because they were going to
was slightly different. But same thing, like they play Chromox, you can kill their Chromox with the trigger on the stack sort of stuff.
This hand is pretty sweet. We've got a thought like this. We've got half the combo Thoughtseize and LED.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It's kind of just one of those, as long as we don't die in turn 1, we're
they did keep 7.
Shape. I discard. Yeah.
So this is fun. I wonder if his hand is good, he takes the Thoughtseize, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we just draw Shallow Grave.
Yeah, and
that's our game plan. 4 out of 53.
Never tell me the odds.
And actually, we've got the Lotus Petal, so we can also Corpse Dance.
We can also Corpse Dance.
So
if
5
we
out of 53.
absolutely needed to, we could like ponder and then do other stuff.
That's between 1 in 10 and 1 in 11, so that's like 9.9%.
Yeah.
That's not how the hypergeometric distribution works.
Ooh, so they take the ponder. Oh.
I like taking the ponder, but I was definitely going to be thought seizing this turn anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh, now we can do pedal, brainstorm, shuffle, thought seize.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Which has a lot of potential. Yeah, that's a
Because
play.
there's a very real chance we just kill them.
Yeah, it's a play like that? You mean exactly like that?
like a boss, yeah.
So I guess we're getting rid of thought seize and Lion's Eye Diamond. And just triple ritual, entomb, shallow grave.
So if we... Yeah, I don't think we need LED. If we put back a dark writ, we can then writ, thought seize,
okay,
entomb, shallow grave. Again, not that I think we necessarily need to thought seize, but we can. I'm not.
See, you and I play this deck a little differently. Most of the time, I'm just like, yeah, I have it, I'm going for it. And like, there are a lot of games where it's just like, not many decks play more answers than this deck plays questions.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So
they have tutor duress. Yeah.
I think we take duress just in case. Just in case we're passing back. The Infernal Tutor starts a chain, but he's only going to have 3 mana float. He's going to have 3 mana floating when he casts Infernal Tutor if he LEDs. And if not, he can only get another Infernal Tutor.
Yeah, just take,
Entomb.
I wouldn't be surprised if our opponent just scoops it up once we cast the Shallow Grave, but...
Well, it's game 3. I think you'd never concede game 3. Like, there's always the chance that I just have a stroke, right?
Yeah.
LED. Pedal. LED. Alright. Now we gotta make some decisions, because we're at 3.
Yeah, so if we just play... What?
We can Cabal Ritual to go up to 5 mana and Past in Flames.
Yeah.
And recast the rituals.
Huh?
So we can Cabal Ritual into the Past in Flames, into Entomb for Magus, which will be Storm like 16.
I would say that, or we just, at that point, flashback Burning Wish and Tendrils them.
Also that. Oh yeah, I guess we are lethal there. So let's Cabal Writ. So we got to do the maintain priority.
Yes.
Because we can just Burning Wish for the win.
Oh yeah, duh. I guess we could just do that too.
we don't even have to use our graveyard.
Like, I really want to cast this Pass in Flames though.
We actually don't even need to crack the LED because we have Exaxes.
Yeah.
But if we don't, and we somehow fuck up, so I'm gonna get black-red so that we can Past in Flames if need be.
When the Savage misclicks happen.
I mean, we've already witnessed that once.
I wasn't even gonna bring it up, but yeah.
Well, and Massacre has the same mana cost and artist as original Tendrils. It's really easy to accidentally click that one.
It is true.
Making me click same targets this many times. Oh, you lose. We're undefeated.
I mean, retired champion.
Drop league.
Yeah, drop league.
So, played Super Smash Brothers this weekend.
How's that?
I'm really bad at it.
Okay.
Like, I was like, I don't want to know too... Like, no one else that's coming over has played it, so I don't want to know too much more than anyone else, but I want to make sure I know the controls, and I want to make sure any updates are installed. So I played for, like, 30 minutes, and then we had people play for, like, 3-4 hours, and, like, at the end, everyone was like, yeah, I have no idea what was going on.
Sounds like everything of Smash that I've ever watched. I think I've played the game a grand total of 2 times.
Well, I haven't played since N64, and I was like looking at it, and I was like, I feel like this is going one of 3 ways. I'm never playing this game again.
Yeah.
I will play this only when people come over and drink, or I'm gonna be really bored at work tomorrow and watch like 6 hours of how-tos. It's one of those 3.
And that is a fair point. Yeah, Smash 64, but
This is another hand that does a lot of things. Like, we can Thoughtseize and Cabal Therapy them on turn 1.
We can.
And then do nothing else.
Nothing.
And since we're not playing Pox... yeah, this seems fine. We have a Ponder. We have an Entomb.
We have Duress, yeah.
I keep forgetting that Duress is main deck. I think I want to bottom this Thoughtseize because we already have the Duress.
Yeah. So according to the onlines, this opponent has been playing blue-black control.
Blue-black control?
Which, looking at it, it looks like it's blue-black Reanimator. So I don't know why it got categorized as control, but it's playing Force of Wills.
I was playing Tin Fins at the local one time, and this guy was playing Black-Red Reanimator. And I went, Delta Go. And he went like, oh, this person has sent me a message, and I have absolutely no idea how to access it. Chat. I have no idea how to access chat once it's been closed. So I kind of think my guess would be, since you said he's been on Reanimator, that he's going, oh, LOL, this is the mirror.
Yeah.
So in that case, do we want to Duress instead of Ponder?
Yeah.
I'm going to get a C because that's way more better.
But yeah, so they're playing 2 Lilianas at Jace, 1 Grizzlebrand.
Oh, that's sweet.
4 Baleful Strix, 2 Snaps.
Well, there's a Liliana, the Last Hope.
Oh.
A Force of Will, and an Entomb with a Grizzlebrand in hand. So this is a fun decision.
Yeah, so according to the last list that they had posted, and this was from October, their only reanimation is Animate Dead. So we know that, like, they're not going to just untap kill us. Plus, again, assuming that they are, in fact, only playing 1 Grizzlebrand, like, then their one big Entomb target is in hand. So, at least from a creature standpoint.
Oh, someone in chat points out how to get to the chat button. They did the thing where they just wrote down what was in my hand in the chat.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. So yeah, I think we want Lily or Force, and they don't have a blue card. So
I mean, I think I would take Lily. The only reason being, like, we're not going off soon, so, like, taking Force right now isn't doing anything other than saying, like, you're going to have to draw another one.
What's funny you say that, and our opponent has just said Lily's a lot less useful in this matchup.
It is, but, like, it's something for them to do.
I mean, like, it's possible that we just ponder into a kill next turn. That's why I like taking Force.
Sure. Yeah, and I mean, they're not using any of this next turn anyway. Let's just take the Force.
Liliana of the Last Hope is also one of those cards that I am still reading that card when it gets played.
Yeah.
Well, it's a card that I'm like, well, I'm not paying that much for this card. I'm just going to wait. And, you know, like, a year from now, I'm going to pay double what it is now.
Sounds about right.
Oh, sweet. We got a handful of lands. Well, there's a kill. Like, do we just try to draw these over 3 turns?
I mean, otherwise what? We're shuffling and hoping for, like...
a non-land?
A non-land, like, yeah. I think we just keep these as is.
I'm going to draw the Grizzlebrand and hope he Thoughtseizes.
Mm-hmm.
And Shallow Grave furthest down.
Uh-huh.
God, if he Thoughtseizes, oh, I'm gonna have a fucking party. Oh, you know what else we should do? Play a land.
You know.
This deck so frequently kills on 1 or 2 lands.
Yeah. You start getting concerned when you've got like 3 or 4 lands in play.
All right, here's his Entomb.
Yeah. I think they're playing a Deep Analysis. Which is some pretty great value.
And he did indeed get a Deep Anal.
I mean, hey, that's what you're after. You live your life.
So he paid 4 and 3 life to draw 2 cards.
I mean,
That's no Grizzlebrand.
No.
And then he passed the turn. Let's play another land. We'll play that Grixis control mana base.
Yeah. Well, and the best part is, no matter like if they point discard at us, we get everything that we want out of the cards, no matter what.
Well, if they take Cabal Therapy, that sucks.
Oh yeah, duh.
So like we're really just on this turn. They can't have. So this is gonna be. Oh, here's a J-Tims.
Days.
Oh no! If he Fate Seals us, I'm gonna be the saddest boy. Actually, you know what? Okay, so he's brainstorming. I think if you Fate Sealed in this position and saw. Oh wait, I was thinking I had Grizzlebrand up. Yeah, he would definitely have to bottom that. But he brainstorms. I would assume he put Grizzlebrand back. Because that would be the smart thing to do.
You know.
Alright, we're gonna do this the hard way. I will Cabal Therapy myself. I will name Grizzlebrand.
Alright, opponent. What did you draw?
Shallow Grave leaving C up. Oh, he has a force. Well, we have a Grizzlebrand in our graveyard now.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't play Reanimate or Animate Dead.
Yeah. I kind of forgot about that side of things potentially going wrong.
And now he's Fate Sealing us.
Obviously. I am curious. They're playing a snow-covered swamp. I'm wondering if they're playing like...
And they put it on top.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
Playing swamp and snow-covered swamp, so you're wondering if they're playing like Intuition or something?
Intuition, yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
Intuition or Gifts Ungiven.
Yeah.
Baleful Strix. This is a fucking weird deck, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I kind of get why it was labeled as control, because they're not really on the reanimate.
It's more like a control deck with a combo kill.
Yeah.
Oh, he gave us a fetch land.
Yeah, playing it. And now the game begins of when he Fate Seals us and he keeps it on top. Do we shuffle or not?
I just always shuffle. If he leaves it on top, I always shuffle. So, like, it's either... Like, what is this? Oh, there's an Animate Dead. So we probably lose now. I forgot that we get the enchantment.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it went back over. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if Moto, like, obviously, it would suck if Moto glitched out. It's like, JK, you guys get to keep the Grizzlebrand.
I actually think I would fetch in this position anyway, just because of how many lands we have. And I already have another fetch land, so it's not like I'm losing the shuffle.
Yeah.
And this is where we get into the thing about thinning doesn't matter, it's only 1%. And it's like, 1% matters.
Mm-hmm. It's an...
Oh, getting in there with Baleful Strix.
Ooh, feeling frisky.
That could actually be a mistake.
Yeah.
Because we have the ability to give haste.
Yep.
And he's got a 6/7.
Instant speed hasty reanimation.
Oh.
Hey.
There's still time. Ooh.
Well, that ain't it.
Ooh.
Also not it.
I think I'm ready to just concede now.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't getting much better. Active Jace.
Well, and he's got forces and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're on a 3-turn clock. He's presumably drawing 7 in this turn. Unless he thinks he should leave Grizzlebrand back, which seems unlikely, yeah.
Yeah.
He's brainstorming with Jace. My Amazon package just arrived.
Nice, nice.
It's 8/16. Yeah, I'm going to concede now.
Yeah, I think we're okay. Nothing else.
I didn't even... We got to untap, upkeep, and didn't even draw. You know what would be good here is Silent Gravestone.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Flusters, bounce.
Just like that, I think is it.
Yeah.
The usual takeouts, Preordained Ponder. I don't know, again, about the thing with do you take out discard because we're fast and just go faster, or do you take out pedals and stuff and make them discard their good shit? Being that they're playing Force, I'm inclined to cut in mana.
Uh-huh. Agreed.
Go to 2 Ponder and 3 Pedal, or 2 Pedal? Or 2 Diamond, 3 Pedal?
I think 2 Diamond, 3 Pedal. Because we're less likely to want to be all in off of like a like LED crack.
See, I always want to cut 2 Pedal because my pedals are mismatched. Because I'm cheap.
Listen, Moto is the one place where I'm just like, I don't care what arts I'm playing.
But it should all match for like Thoughtseize reasons.
Yeah.
I actually have 5 polluted deltas now. I have 4 foil and 1 non because the foils were cheaper, and I was like, well, they should all match, and they're only like $1.50.
Yeah.
This has Ponder, Brainstorm, and Flusterstorm, but we're not playing Miracles. Like, is that reason enough?
I mean, I guess it's one of those things. Like, yeah, we're playing against another deck that has a reanimation kill, but they're not like reanimator.
Yeah.
At least as far as I can tell, where like we might be okay setting up for a turn or two, but
like I'd rather just kill them.
Yeah, dude, it's your fake money.
I know. I mean, it's my real money. This is worse. Okay. This is like the first hand, but with fewer cards.
Yeah.
I think we keep this, though. Like, again, it has an answer. It has actually more draw. Do we keep a Shallow Grave on top? I think so. That card is how we win the game.
Yeah. I mean, we're not using it for a bit, but...
Oh, I'm going to be fetching to Ponder anyway. I always hate that decision where you're like, you ache over the scry, and you're like, and then I'll fetch. You could always do the move where you know you're going to fetch, so you intentionally miss your scry trigger to make them think you're bad.
You're like, oh, man.
Thoughtseize land. I have to ship. I guess one of them's a fetch. So we can get the fetch. Next turn, draw the Thoughtseize them, fetch away the sea, because we don't want that much.
Yeah.
I just had to think.
Reminds me, what is the bug with LED?
LED does not allow you to choose what order your creatures are discarded, or what order your hand is discarded in. So if you have multiple creatures in your hand and you try and do the LED thing, where you're discarding the card you reanimate, you might get the wrong one. And I'm like 90% sure that if you do that on, if you report a bug, they're going to tell you don't play this deck. Especially if you report the bug every time it happens.
Yeah.
We got some more answers here. So we're definitely putting back the sea and fetching that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think put away the truth and keep the vapor.
Okay.
and let's thought seize them. Let us seize their thoughts.
I'll say I could have this wrong. I think that's Joey. I could have that totally
There's
wrong.
a spell pierce. I don't hate that. I would rather have that spell pierced than something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what order you discard in. I wanted to play around with it a little bit, but I wanted to play Magic more than I wanted to play around with it. Because if they want their software tested, they should fucking hire someone to do it. But, you know, that's just how I feel as someone in the tech industry.
That's a pretty novel idea, Sam. I don't know. I don't know how the rest of how the rest of the industry is going to feel about you putting those ideas out there.
I don't want to do anything right now. Like we're not bouncing that relic until we're entombing, so just the stone cold do nothings.
Feels bad, but you know.
Oh, I get to choose what card is exiled. I will choose a polluted delta in case you have a Deathrite Shaman and are cheating.
You know, they might be. Maybe they slipped one past the quality program that is Moto.
It's happened.
Yeah.
Like I know there's a thing. Now they just announced this, but the first they released the updates to Moto before the BNR list went into effect instead of the other way around. So it was like Moto was 3 days ahead of the real BNR list.
Yeah.
This again does nothing.
There's been a lot of that crap. People have been like kind of scouring in advance for like BNR updates or whatever it is.
Well, and this one was like
cool.
it was after the announcement, but like it was something like the new banned cards weren't banned, but the newly legal cards were legal or something. It only happened one time.
Yeah. All right, cool. Hey, Joey, I was pretty sure that was your username from something else, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I didn't want to start having an in-depth conversation with you and then be 100% wrong.
Someone else is playing Cobrew.
So they're probably just...
They're going to take an instant or sorcery. Probably Chain of Vapor.
Chain. Yeah, which, I mean...
And if I bounce the relic, they take Cabal Ritual, so I don't think I bounce the relic.
Yeah. Let them make the choice. So how much of your Malort got drinking over the weekend, if any?
Just one shot. Well, one round of shots. Someone did that thing where they were like, I want to tell you that I'm a badass at drinking, and I was like, I have a bottle of Malort. Yeah, I find it interesting this guy is continually attacking with Baleful Strix, given what our deck can do.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about I mean, obviously it's fine for us, but I guess they're just assuming that, like...
I mean, they also may have just, like, totally missed that Shallowgrave gives haste. That's happened to me before.
It could be that, or it could just be that they're like, listen, if they get a Grizzlebrand into play, then
That
me
sucks.
blocking and giving them 7 life, that's all they care about. Like, we're not... I can't think of a time where we're... Unless we're super, super constrained, where we need the 7... Excuse me, the 7 damage to matter.
I will exile a Brainstorm. That seems right. This is one of the little things. I've seen people who, like, you could swear that they thought that Relic of Progenitus said exile the top card. Like, they don't give a shit when you relic them.
Yeah, the card has text and, you know, graveyard and all your other zones and resources matter, so maybe be a little bit more cautious with it.
When it's like, you know, most of the time it doesn't matter, but, like, even just faking that it matters affects me.
Oh, yeah. Because, like, if you mull over the decision for even, like, a couple seconds, I'm 100% going to be Like, not playing drastically differently, right? But, you know.
I'm almost wondering if we ritual to Spellseeker to get Entomb, which feels real bad.
I mean,
I feel like we just keep drawing cards here, but that is a possibility.
What, then we're having to chain. We're still needing our land if we try to chain Entomb Shallow Grave, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we just keep going. This is so unfortunate. We're supposed to beat Reanimator.
I know. We're the better Reanimator. Their deck is pretty sweet, though, I will say.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Can you shoot me the list that you saw?
Yeah.
Via one of the 12 different ways that we have chat. Currently I am in Twitch chat, Tinfin's chat, Glurgoyf Discord, and Google Hangouts with you. Thoughtseize, take the Grizzlebrand, baby. Take the Grizzlebrand, baby. Hey, there it is.
I just sent you over Slack. Yeah, I mean, it's outdated compared to what they're clearly playing today, but...
It gives a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. Never mind, I sent you the wrong one. Try again. Yeah. That second one is what it looks like they're playing right now. I must have pulled up the wrong one.
It's a sweet deck.
It is. They got a hateful-ass sideboard, though.
Especially for us. That's...
Yeah.
The sideboard we're looking at is 2 Crypt, 1 Relic, 1 Surgical, 3 Bitter Blossom, 2 Ratchet Bomb, 2 Back to Basics, 3 Engineered Plague, and 1 Jace the Mind Sculptor. Took the Dark Ritual there. That's kind of interesting. Like, I guess if I Entomb, he's just popping Relic anyway, so...
Yeah.
We could do the thing where rather than bouncing Relic, we Entomb the wrong card. Like, just... Like, Entomb Magus. And be like, what do you think, guy?
Yeah.
Well, especially... Oh, if we can get a second Entomb in hand, we Shallow Grave, and then they pop the Graveyard, and we're like, Entomb.
Taste it.
We're still not doing anything here.
We're doing, yeah.
We're going to 3 mana. That's what this is doing. This is the worst.
Yeah, this feels pretty bad.
Is this what it feels like to play against Control? I'm a terrible person.
You know?
This deck list really reminds me, I'll go ahead and post it in chat, of like a vintage deck list where it's like you play a bunch of good Control-y spells and then like 4 or 5 cards that kill them.
Yeah.
Which frequently is just one card called Monastery Mentor and another card called Tinker. Oh, there's a Flusterstorm. That's... I don't know that he even goes for a Reanimator kill at this point.
No,
like, unless he just natural draws it.
Since they're just playing Animate Dead, Flusterstorm doesn't do anything against our actual reanimation.
I'll get rid of Thoughtseize. You know what we can do next turn?
Tinker's a hell of a card.
You know what we can do next turn? We can discard Grizzlebrand to hand size and Shallow Grave it to draw 7.
We could. I mean, or if they try to, like, pop Relic, I mean, depending on if and when they pop Relic, like...
Just, like, potentially drawing 7, like, on their turn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the problem is, because we're so low on cards in the graveyard, like...
Yeah, I think we're just discarding Grizzlebrand here and being like, do you want to pop it?
Yeah.
This is just fucking terrible.
it's not great.
Now, like, if he's smart here, what he's doing is waiting until we cast Reanimation.
Yeah, and our opponent doesn't seem to be a total dunce, so...
And, like, I guess, or if we tap out, because, like, if we were to Burning Wish here for Exhume, that would be when you would pop, is when we're tapped out.
Yeah.
So he has, again, just discarding a card from the graveyard, which will be Ritual.
Yeah. Like, this is kind of the other problem, is the fact that because we don't just have a bunch of chaff in our graveyard, like, we're almost forced to do something. Or else, like, if we just pass the turn, like...
You know what? We probably should have responded to the Relic with Reanimate. I mean, we still can.
Piece of interaction.
So you know what we can do here is Cabal Ritual is an instant. Oh no, that doesn't get us snow. I was thinking to play around Spell Pierce.
No, I mean, ideally we draw... Well, actually, it doesn't matter.
Jace is also at 11, so we have to hit Jace.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So, what we really wanted there was a land.
Yeah, well, we're just going to continue discarding a card. And so it's still on him, because we're going to be discarding a card one at a time. To pop Relic, or... Okay, he's brainstorming. To either pop Relic or have us discard one card, which...
Mm-hmm.
Animate Dead on our Grizzlebrand, so if we Shallow Grave it, he's going to pop Relic.
Yeah.
And we can't Flusterstorm it. So I think what we have to do is Shallow Grave it, or just fucking concede.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Because, like, they obviously have a bazillion mana, so chaining it doesn't do anything.
Like, the thing is, if we concede, we lose the match, so it's do we want to just concede the match at this point?
Yeah.
So,
make him do it. We might as well. Like,
Shallow Grave to counter Animate Dead. And, like, he's probably got, like... Ideally for him, he's countering Shallow Grave. Yeah, let's just concede.
Yeah.
I've had about enough of this malarkey. He's reanimated my Grizzlebrand twice. And I paid good money for that Grizzlebrand. That's my Grizzlebrand.
Can't be using my Grizzlebrands against me, man.
Yeah. You know, I feel like the more I play Tin Fins and Tin Fins related decks, the more I'm just like, dying slowly is so much worse than dying quickly.
It is. Like, just get it over with. Fine. You win. It's over. Like, you're going to make me sit here and, like, go through this slog. It's one of the only versions of, like, Miracles that I ever played. Like, I did play actual Miracles, but, like, I didn't take 5 years to play.
Yeah, I had that problem too.
Like, I actually played the deck at pace, but was the Miracle Science version? Because let me tell you, flipping a...
This
what was that?
turn 1 ponders, it has an Entomb, it has a Cabal Ritual, it has a Past in Flames.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has multiple halves of a combo.
Yeah.
That's every time I play 2-card money, I'm like, I have 3 halves of a combo I will keep. Good luck. And one of them is Leyline of the Void.
Yeah. Which is a very real card in that format regardless.
Oh, it's so good. My favorite thing at that tournament that you went to was when I was in the top 4 and I helmed the guy for 9 and Ben just goes, oh my god, he's just milling him.
Oh, it was so good because you just like kind of looked at all your mana and just did one of these. We're like, he's about to just try to mill him out.
Well, I had him on a 4-turn clock if I milled him, and he had a Sphinx of the Steel Wind in his deck.
Yeah.
And I was like, odds are basically 50-50 as to which one of us is going to flip Yawgmoth's Will. And I like those odds. Yeah. So we're playing against Merfolk.
Oh, yeah.
Are we thought seizing a Lord? Or a Force? Or just pondering?
So
If he dazes the ponder, it feels bad. If he dazes the Thoughtseize, it feels fine.
Yeah.
And we have 2 deltas, so I'm going to go for a basic swamp.
I like it. Alright, opponent. Yeah, that tournament, that last RTS tournament, Voidsteel Colossus was a good card.
Yeah, so he dazes. Like, I
Dazes.
don't feel super bad about this. He's down a land. We got counter magic out of his hand, which was the goal.
Yeah, it worked out well.
Then the question remains, let us set this to always yield. The question remains, what is he protecting? Is it a lord or counter magic?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a lord, we're probably like, whatever. Oh my god, he had an island.
What?
And he is
that shit from?
Passing through his turn. Let us ponder, shall we? Unfortunately, my basic lands are not my favorite basic lands, because I lent someone a 75 on Moto, and they returned it with the wrong basic lands.
Rude.
You can't see me going, like, I can't hold all this value. I would like all of these.
Sam, I just totally lost your audio. It just went chirpy.
So, I think I'm taking. We're keeping this, and the order only matters for 3 mana.
I got robot, Sam.
What? I get robot. Boom. All this value. No, I don't shuffle. Do that thing where I confused myself for a moment there. Oh no, he has a curse catcher. Maybe. He has a curse catcher.
Curse catcher, yeah.
Again, with these people trying to play fair magic against us, it's just... Why?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like, don't be a dick.
Here's the Lord, so he's going to swing for 2.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a master. It's not symmetrical. It doesn't make the math complicated enough.
I mean, just think they could be playing meat hooks.
Oh, he's going to make another master. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Because what, they have 1 in hand? I can't tell.
They have 1 in hand.
One in hand.
We don't want to Entomb here because they have the Curse Catcher.
Yeah.
So we're going to Ritual next turn. Which, if they Curse Catcher, we pay with the island.
Mm-hmm.
Entomb Shallow Grave.
Yep. Oh, wait, they copy their Curse Catcher.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, that seems way better.
So, I think...
Like, for them.
Yeah. I think we still Ritual here, and if they want to double Curse Catcher it, that's cool. Like, then they're down 4 power and Curse Catcher.
Yeah.
Which does mean we actually will have to tap the island, because presumably they're smart and will sack the Curse Catchers one at a time. I'm just going to let it go. You want to cast a Cabal Ritual? Go up to 4. Entomb will be 3.
Because, I mean... I'm really curious. So, Because if we cast Cabal Ritual, then even if they double Curse Catcher, we pay for both, and we just then entomb Shallow Grave, so they'd have to have exactly days.
Yeah. The rare Naked Cabal Ritual.
I mean, I'm fine with it. Like,
when in doubt, fucking go for it.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it's gonna get better. You know.
This is also one of these things, like, if they, like, force a Cabal Ritual, you're like, okay, you forced a Cabal Ritual.
Yeah. I mean, there's also a chance that they don't actually know what we're doing, so they're hoping that they're going to catch, like, I don't know, Past in Flames or something else like that. But this, like, seems
so, like,
fine.
I mean, now, us having perfect knowledge of this deck, I still like double Curse Catcher here, because us not having mana is a real thing.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
That said, we haven't played a land this turn, so it's pretty unlikely that it's a real thing. But now it's a thing we have to remember to play around. This is that thing where it's just like, I'm just going to have to be smarter than you. Let's play the Lotus Petal. We also need to start looking at how much life. So they're going to be able to do 6 plus 3 is 9.
Mm-hmm.
So if we draw another 7, even after combat, we have to kill them this turn, or at least gain life.
Mm-hmm.
We do have the Past in Flames. I'm really annoyed at these Curse Catchers still being in play. I wish he would have just sacked them and made everything simpler for me.
I was thinking the same thing. Come on, man. Be part of the solution.
Just, like, fucking go for it.
Yeah, I mean, the problem, too, is, like, we lose the one that we have floating once we go to combat.
He's also on one card, which we assume is not Daze, because I think it would have been worth it to triple fuck us up to counter, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So all he has is 2 Curse Catchers.
Yeah.
We can also bait the Curse Catchers if we're going to go to combat by, like, casting this Entomb, because we already have the Magus in hand. Because, like, if we're at 1 mana and so if we go to an empty pool, like, I think there's a good chance he Curse Catchers it.
Mm-hmm. Opponent contemplating.
He's got a triple Merfolk Spirit Guide and a Psionic Blast.
I wouldn't even be mad.
So we've got the Cabal Therapy to discard our own shit. We've got Shallow Graves. We don't have the Rituals.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we Entomb to bait the Curse Catcher. Getting Spellseeker? We could also Therapy ourselves and sack the Grizzle Brand post-combat, which actually has strong value.
Yeah. I kind of like that. Therapy main. Yeah, so we've got 1 therapy in the main right now.
The therapy is actually primarily for the value you get out of reanimating Spellseeker multiple times.
Yeah. The one downside of this is obviously they now see our hand, but...
Well, we're on 32 cards. We're going to see 7, which is a quarter of that, and we're looking for Lotus Petals and Rituals, and we've only played 2 of our 6 Rituals.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, now we're going to go to... Oh, we still have a land drop, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these Curse Catchers are killing me. I wish you would have just countered something so I didn't have to think about them. Alright, let's draw 7. Let's just get there.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
There's an LED. There's a ritual. Well, the LED and the ritual, I think, guarantee a Past in Flames possibility, right? Because the LED, he's gonna let the LED result. So we're gonna
play a land. You ritual. They double curse catcher. We pay. We have 3.
So we can shallow grave and pay for it,
catching?
and sack LED to on the Magus of the Mind, and that's storm like 11.
Huh. So I'm just trying to figure out why they didn't at least like.
I think there's a strong possibility this is a case of they don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I might be overthinking it for them.
We're also like everything we've done except that ritual. They had the ability. They had the ability to counter and didn't.
Yeah.
Or sorry, they had the ability to sack, but it would not have countered.
Yeah.
They can curse catcher the things that come off of this.
Mm-hmm.
The odds of those mattering are pretty low. So let's cast the free stuff first. And now that we're casting rituals for free, they're in a mighty bad spot. And they still haven't sacked anything.
Yeah.
Let's see your 1 card in hand, because it costs us nothing. They have a Mirror Regery.
Oh, another Lord. Okay.
So now I'm just going to cast things to increase storm count, reanimate the Magus, and win the game.
Yeah.
I will take a Lotus Petal. Thank you very much.
Seems good.
I will Entomb to clear the top of the library.
So much value.
Getting a Bloodstained Mire.
Bullshit in the graveyard. Yeah.
This is the real, like, rub-ins go off. Oh, you know what we could do? We could grape shot their entire board and then kill them.
We could, I mean, like, sometimes you just gotta send a message.
Yeah, always. Always is when you have to send a message. Alright, we'll Shallow Grave. You can't do nothing about it. We'll activate this guy. Storm count is 18. That is our entire deck.
It is highly, highly unlikely that we lose from this position.
I just like gotta sequence these rituals so that we have 4 mana float. We have 6 mana floating after Burning Wish.
Yeah.
And then we don't even have to crack Lion's Eye Diamond. Yes, I would like to use its ability. I would like to get Tendrils of Agony. Whew, we spent a lot of time comboing that turn.
We did. What, we used half our clock?
We're at 16 minutes, so we used 10 minutes. Some of that was going off more than we needed to. Mostly to avoid the curse catchers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the whole thing. Like, it was just being careful, being mindful, making sure we didn't just, like, give it away for no reason. It seemed like our opponent just kind of, like, accepted they weren't going to do anything, but there's no reason to give them the chance.
I have to think that that was a case of they didn't know what we were doing, and they were saving up a curse catcher, and then it became too late.
Yeah. Because they had a couple points that have been really good choke points, but I agree.
Well, and there's that's where it's like I think I wanted them to do it on the Shallow Grave, but there's like the possibility just that
Bless you.
that just like not doing
Bless
that
you.
messes me up so much more than removing the mana.
Yeah.
So I think Flusterstorm and Echoing Truth.
Yeah. Bless you.
I at least muted that time. The Chain of Vapor might be also getting a Chalice, as could the Hercules Recall. All of those are possible. So I'm bringing all of them in, and we can then side them out.
Yeah.
God damn it, I can't get all the fucking cards on screen at the same time. So I think Hercules is low value, so I'm going to pull that back out.
Mm-hmm.
I think we don't need to go that fast, so I'm going to pull an LED and a Lotus Petal. And then the usual preordained Ponder cut, and then we're at 60.
Sounds good to me.
I really like... I
haven't seen Fish in a while.
I really like the thing where you just shuffle 15 cards in and pull out the 15 worst cards. I find that a lot of times I discover cards that are in my deck that I did not realize I should have been siding out. So I think I like this. I want to ponder. I want to ponder turn 1 into another land and an Entomb in Shallow Grave.
I like it. Yeah, well, because to your point, like when you just get so used to this prescribed, like this is my sideboarding guide or whatever it is, and sometimes you bring stuff in instead of that you're like, oh, well, against this deck or this archetype, this is a good sideboarding strategy, as opposed to what do I need to be siding for against this opponent kind of thing.
It definitely also, like, sometimes you get the thing where you just don't realize that this other card is in your deck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, very, very true.
And I started doing it in tournaments at Eternal Weekend 2 years ago because I was playing Tin Fins with the Transformational sideboard.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. I think if we get Island and whiff on Ponder, we're fucked. I think we just have to get Underground Sea and hope.
Yeah.
So I started doing it at Eternal Weekend because I was playing the Transformational sideboard, and when you side in 10 cards, that signals something.
Yeah.
Island, Flusterstorm, fetch. So I think I want to draw the fetch, have the Flusterstorm under it, draw the Flusterstorm next turn.
I like it.
And I actually had some people comment on it, the fact that I was doing that, because I did it even, I would sideboard to the same 60 I had just played, but
sure.
Why would you not take that little bit of possible advantage?
Yeah, even like locally, it doesn't matter. I always shuffle my 15 in and then pull 15 out.
Well, especially like so
whatever, you know.
In the Tin Fins build with Mentor on the side, you're like 95% to board into Mentor game 2.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, game 3, I board into like a half and half.
Yep. I was doing the same thing because people were like, I definitely don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point in terms of like, what do I board in? What do I, whatever. So
I'm going to seize here with the plan of either Entombing or Flusterstorming on his turn.
Okay. Mm.
It'd be a sweet move here. It would be to Vial in Curse Catcher. Have I told you about the Thalia days?
No, I don't think so.
I played against a Death and Taxes player who vialed in a Thalia in response to a spell and thought that meant that I had to pay one more now.
Nope, sorry, friend. That's not, that's not how the game of Magic works.
Vial, I'm like, yeah. And he goes, Thalia? I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to get 3 mana. He's like, no, it's pay 1 and it gets countered. I'm like, well, that's not what Thalia says, first of all. So he has Daze, Force, Image, Adept. Definitely taking Force. That's not even a question.
Yeah.
But he has Daze in hand. Let's keep that in mind. So we're not entombing. Actually, we are entombing. We have 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would entomb. Because you're either just getting your entomb off, or... but we had an island on top.
Yeah, it's... If we entomb... there's also an argument entombing in this turn, because it's going to put him back another island. Which, actually, he's going to have to draw an island, so he's playing this Silvergill Adept after Vial anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, you may have an Ether Vial trigger. He has a Curse Catcher.
Obviously.
Let's go ahead and entomb and make him...
Entomb in response, yeah.
Make him waste that Daze. I'm gonna again just get the C. We actually, we know his hand. We know he doesn't have a wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta think he dazes here. And as a bonus, he hasn't played a land this turn, so he has to replay the island.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he could Silvergill in response here. Yeah, okay.
That would be a good play.
Silvergill in response, draws card, see what happens.
I think that's actually that is what he should have done. But it's a really tiny thing.
Yeah.
So here's the Curse Catcher. He'll probably Silvergill in our turn. Actually, no, he should Silvergill now in case he draws another Curse Catcher. Or a Vial.
Mm-hmm.
These are all really tiny plays. And we drew a land anyway.
Yeah.
So he can still Curse Catcher this Shallow Grave, so we don't want to do that yet. I think we're just entombing on his turn again.
Entombing on his turn keeps, again, not that...
Or in response to the Vial.
Yeah.
The Vial's drawing a card. Congrats, you drew a card. I also drew a card. Its name was Grizzlebrand.
You may draw one card. I am trying to draw multiples of 7 cards. One is potentially better than the other. I also forgot, totally random, that I need to get my Secret Santa gift out for the Goyf.
I didn't do that this year. Which has actually been cool because a bunch of people have asked me for my opinion on it since they know that I didn't get them.
Yeah.
So I know what a bunch of people are getting.
That's always cool. Like, you still get to be involved without having to actually go through the pains of, like, doing it.
Well, I thought it was interesting because I saw what a couple people asked for, and, like, it's a gaming group, and a lot of people didn't ask for gaming stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, so he's gonna... When he vials, he's going to vial in a Phantasmal copy and Curse Catcher. So he's going to have double Curse Catcher again that we have to think about. So let's draw another land. So we don't want a Shallow Grave, right?
No, because we're basically just like...
We could Spellseeker for Shallow Grave and then just like take our fucking sweet time getting there.
Yeah.
Alternatively, we can brainstorm and just like find the win.
I mean, I kind of like brainstorming anyway. It allows us to do something with her.
And we have the fetch. Like, there's a solid chance of a land or a mana source.
Yeah.
There's some mana sources.
Those count.
We don't want Entomb for sure. Because we already have the Grizzlebrand.
Yeah.
So we go Lotus Petal, Cabal Ritual, and if he counters it, we're like, fine, we have Shallow Grave next turn. I think is what we do. So we get rid of Burning Wish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would love to hear like someone who's never seen this deck watching this going like, every single spell we play, they have to go, is that the one? Is that the one I counter?
When do I use my cards? Spoiler alert, there is no good right answer. Opponent, do you have a Stifle?
God, fucking Tim has played one Stifle in Merfolk before.
Just...
Well, here's the thing. I love one Stifle because if they never see the Stifle, it's a blowout when it happens. If they see the Stifle, they play around 4 of them.
Oh, yeah.
So one Stifle is really sweet. He let Cabal Ritual resolve, so now he can't counter Shallow Grave.
Yeah.
R.I.P. this guy.
And if he has, like, their only hope is what, they have double force.
He has 2 lands, or he has 2 unknown cards.
Yeah.
A Daze and a Force are both down. He's paying for something, so. Oh, and we have Flusterstorm up.
Yeah.
He's surgicaling.
Ah.
We just Flusterstorm that, right?
Yeah, we fluster and we hope that that's, like, enough.
Like, it leaves us with less mana, but...
It allows us to potentially continue playing the game.
Yes, no, playing the game is how you win. Very macabre.
Jeez.
This is a serious case of I'm not even mad.
All right, opponent. I see you.
And the worst part is, like, where we are in the game, we can't even just concede, because, like, we could definitely still just win here.
Yeah. The good thing is, that means we still have a Grizzlebrand in the deck.
No, he's, yeah, we do. We also have this Spellseeker, which unfortunately we're not using this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They're all countering Surgical Extraction. Surgical Extraction is countered as fuck. Go away.
That Surgical's grandchildren have been countered.
Oh, Shallow Grave whiffs.
God, how bad would you feel if you were our opponent, though, and with Shallow Grave still on the stack? Like, if we did not, like, obviously, the hindsight is 2020. I certainly do not think we should have kept the other Entomb, but I'm just saying.
And so he gets another Phantasmal Image. He has one more in hand. I think he might Silvergill here.
Yeah, I was going to say I would Silvergill. If I were them, I would Silvergill. Yeah.
And he does. So he has Phantasmal and an Unknown. Swing in with 5. So now we can't draw off Grizzlebrand.
Which...
There's a Lotus Petal, which is sweet. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 6 damage on board. And he's going to Vial at end of turn. We're going to block 1 with Spellseeker. So we do have another turn. We could... No, we can't.
I mean, I think the problem is we need to Seeker, like, we need two...
We need to Spellseeker and cast the spell, which we can't do.
Yeah. I was going to say, do we even show them the Spellseeker?
Like, we can get Bounce, but that doesn't even buy us turns. This is that thing where what I'm doing with Spellseeker here is looking through the deck.
It's like that careful fetch land where you're like, ah, yes, that is a card that I kept in my deck.
We have no outs, right?
No.
All right.
Yeah, that's Spellseeker releases.
And I just ran back the same thing
Yeah.
We have Brainstorm, Fetch, Thoughtseize. Seems fine to me.
Yeah, I mean, are you wanting to open on Punt or Thoughtseize?
I think I want to open on Brainstorm. Because, like, this Burning Wish is nothing right now, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, with the Ritual, as always, we could just draw into the kill. Don't need... The Passing Flames does nothing for us now. I think we also get rid of Ritual. It's Ritual or Ponder. I think we get rid of Ritual.
Ritual, yeah.
And again, we do have to do the don't have a Wasteland, I'm getting a C. Oh, I pondered instead of Thought Seizing, like I said I was going to. Well, that's not great.
I found another land.
Brainstorm, Cabal... Yeah, I guess it's another land. That's all it is. We do have a Shuffle effect in Ponder, so we leave Cabal Therapy for this down.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I can't. You can't undo. I clicked the wrong one. And go. That was so fair, what I just did. Curse Catcher, go. Think he just Curse Catches my Ponder?
He might. I mean,
like, I'm tempted to just play the Brainstorm on the hope that he Curse Catches it.
yeah, I mean, if you're main phase brainstorming, they're more likely to do it than they are Ponder.
Show me what you got, baby.
And it's not like we don't have follow-up. Oh, man, they let that resolve real quick. Yeah, I mean...
I'm just putting back Double Wish.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughtseize or Ponder? Ponder, we can shuffle away that Double Wish. Thoughtseize, we can see their fucking hand.
So I like Thought Seizing more because if it gets countered, we do have Therapy as a backup, whereas we kind of really need that Ponder to be able to shuffle away those two wishes. Bless you.
Excuse me. Yeah, fall just started here in Houston. Yeah, he Curse Catches the Thoughtseize. Like, I'm not mad about that. I just paid a black to destroy a pretty important counterspell.
Yeah.
Well, there's another Curse Catcher. What a son of a bitch. Ponder or Cabal Therapy naming Force? We know Burning Wish is on top.
I mean, I'm more inclined to Ponder because, like, therapying for Force right now, we're not going off necessarily anytime soon.
Well, there's a Shallow Grave.
Yeah.
But again, this is leaving us locked with these top.
Yeah.
We can also choose the Burning Wish and go get Badlands, next turn draw Shallow Grave, and then Spellseeker for Entomb.
I hate that. It gives us something. I mean...
Now, if they have a Wasteland, this entire plan doesn't work anymore. Alright, let's Cabal Therapy them. Which one feels luckier, Force or Daze?
Oh, well. On it. What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's just making mana.
He's just informing us that his island taps for blue.
I just wanted to burn. Yeah, there's Daze. We're not doing anything else. I'll pay for it and make you Curse Catcher. Now I'm definitely not naming Daze.
Yeah.
Sean says that I should name Obstinate Baloth.
I mean, We don't want to be cowards here.
And if I'm going to name a card of the level of Obstinate Baloth, I'm going to name, like, Luxodon Hierarch. Yeah, again, I just paid 1 black to destroy target counterspell.
×2.
I have no anger over this.
Yeah. You've given up your counterspells and your pressure.
And you played a Silvergill, revealing a Silvergill. Okay, well that's about the best thing Silvergill can reveal.
Yeah.
So we're just... So just Spellseeker for Entomb. Sweet.
Yeah.
This is the fairest I've ever played this deck.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, I'm glad we're able to still, like, keep playing instead of just rolling over because we didn't, like, do a thing on turn 1, but there's, like, so many turns happening.
I would like an Entomb. Boop. We're also at 5 minutes, so I have to, like, start playing at a reasonable speed.
Oh, shit, yeah.
If I get to chump block this Silvergill up with Spellseeker, I'm going to be like, yes, sir.
Oh, man, that's just going to be living the dream.
Fair exchange.
It's already done what it came here to do. What in its hand, though, that they've so aggressively, like, tried to counter everything else. It almost makes me think that they don't have anything else going on.
They just kept a handful of counter magic.
Yeah, well, because, like, you're so aggressively countering this shit. I don't know.
Surgical targeting Cabal Therapy?
Okay.
Yeah. I'd like... So that does actual nothing, other than shuffling our deck and showing our deck. That's all that does, because we only play one.
Yeah. Like, you've gained information, I suppose.
Like, unless he has, like, quad force in hand. Which would be sweet.
Yeah, again, it'd be one of those not mad, you know?
Yeah, surgical on Cabal Therapy, that's an interesting one. Especially, he knows we're Reanimator. Like, just hold that. So, like, what does he protect? Is he protecting the surgical extraction? Because using a card to protect itself is rarely good.
It's not the strongest of plays I've seen, but again, I would. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm very curious what they have, the way that they've been playing.
Again,
this.
like I said earlier in this match, I would love to hear this from the other one.
Now, opponent, please join this Google. Please join this Hangouts chat.
I've done that. I've run into someone who I knew was streaming, and I was like, "Hey, I'll come into the chat afterwards," and they just raffle stomped me.
Tap 2, is this going to be another Silvergill? We're actually playing a Lord.
I don't know, but they are on minute 2.5 of this turn.
This would be the point in IRL where I'd be asking a judge to please...
Wait, calling a judge about people playing slowly? Please tell me more. So he passed, which makes me think he has some amount of counter magic. We drew a Dark Ritual, so he needs Force and Flusterstorm only.
Yeah.
We just Rit go?
3, 4, 6, 7.
I'm just going Rit go.
Yeah. I was trying to think if we had enough to be able to wish for, like, Cobrew and then still do everything, but we don't. Oh, wait, no, we do. Don't we? 7. Yeah, so we'd have just enough. So again, it's kind of it rolls over to.
I'm just gonna fucking go for it.
Yeah.
Fucking plain Jane style. Like, if he has it, he has it. Get a Girls brand. Thanks for casting your surgical extraction.
Yeah,
it is greatly appreciated.
Paying costs.
There's the surgical.
Yeah.
So we have black burning wish.
I mean, we could what? Grape shot him.
That just draws grape shot. We don't have any mana left. Oh yeah. We can grape shot him for.
Oh no, I lied.
7.
We can't. We don't have enough red. I'm bad. I'm
Yeah.
bad at looking at colors. My bad.
I guess we can Burning Wish this turn for Exhume and hope to draw Entomb.
Yeah.
We are now, though, in desperation time.
A little bit. I mean, it's not looking great for the home team.
We're also relatively close to fucking hardcasting Massacre against him.
Yeah, that is also true.
Yes, I would like to pass through my turn without even attacking with Spellseeker. Yes, I would love to trade my Spellseeker for your Silvergill Adept. Do I Exhume the Spellseeker looking for Entomb? No.
No, because then we're back in the same spot if we
Yeah,
need like half the reanimation.
And we have more Entombs than we have reanimation left in the deck.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible.
I mean, we can Thought Seize ourself.
Exhume it and activate it next turn.
Nothing.
You know what? It's a 4-power beater.
Yeah.
That's just goddamn terrible. If we win on Magus Beats, like, I'm getting on the bus, going to Austin and high-fiving you tonight. Yeah, I'll pay the Spell Pierce. Like, my out is casting Magus of the Mind right now.
This is the weirdest fucking game.
Well, it's also like I'm low on time, so this is the what plan can I do the most rapidly in terms of game time?
Yeah, yeah.
And like I can Exhume and swing 4 times pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
This is where if you're a huge scumbag, you set stops in every one of your steps.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, now I'm on a 5-turn clock. There's an Entomb, which isn't going to do anything.
Yeah.
They do get a Curse Catcher back from this. Or a Silvergill. I think the odds of Dismember are low, but it's certainly a possibility.
Honestly, if they kept in Dismember, I like.
Also, they are now under 5 minutes.
Yeah. All right, opponent wants to play. More Silvergills.
Oh, I'm bouncing the Silvergills. Unfortunately,
Oh, hell yes.
unfortunately, they get to draw, but Otherwise, they have lethal blocks on my Magus of the Mind. There's also the possibility that, like, 2 turns from now, we're just like, pedal, Entomb, activate Magus.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like, I don't hate that either. Like, it might still do things.
And now they're down to 12. Phantasmal Image. Copy Magus of the Mind, you fucking coward.
Do it. Yes.
I died doing what I loved, playing Magus of the Mind. So the Magus of the Mind is like a moat against itself, right?
Yeah.
So now I think we're on the plan of casting a bunch of spells in Magus of the Mining the way the card was intended to be played.
We go back to Desiring. Terrible draw. Thanks, Doug.
He's at 345, I'm at 245. He has to do many more things on his turn than I have to. I was about to say a Lord is the worst thing that he can draw for us.
Yeah.
More because of Island Walk than even the pump.
I was going to say it's the Island Walks is the issue.
I'm Burning Wishing for Massacre.
Oh, 100%. Taste it.
This game has just been completely insane. He's countering. Do we Entomb and then Magus?
I mean, that seems rough.
Yeah, I want more than that. That's where it's like, I feel like it's, do you go, we've already lost, this is a way to win?
Yeah.
If he hadn't Surgical Grizzlebrand, be like, Magus into Grizzlebrand? Come on, baby.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And now he has another Master.
I'm not liking this.
Countering the Burning Wish was obviously extremely correct.
Mm-hmm.
He is lethal on board. I'm going for the Magus of the Mind play.
I was about to say, just see what happens.
I guess I'm getting Past in Flames. That seems right. Like, that seems like a card that matters if I get it.
Yeah, use that lands.
And since I got that, I'll get Ritual. Like, you got to play to your outs. One of which is Shallow Grave.
You rang?
Yeah, I'm not fucking this up. I'm gonna do this right, even though it's like a total desperation move.
Oh yeah, who gives a shit?
We could also, if we had more time on the clock, Fluster Storm and have all the copies target itself just to build Storm.
Yeah.
And we got nothing.
So we cast the shit.
Oh, we cast the Cabal Ritual for free. Oh.
Mm-hmm. So that way we can...
we can Shallow Grave and LED.
Yep.
Like, there is still the possibility of win. And there's Curse Catcher, that's the game.
Yeah.
That was nutty. That's you have to go for it, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not even mad that we lost that match.
Yeah, like
if I'm being honest.
And that was sweet. Like we went off as hard as we could there.
Yeah. I just realized it's 9:30. I may have to jump off.
I was about to say, I think we have played a league's worth of matches, though we have not played a full league.
Yeah, and hey, you know what? This league is, not off to the worst start.
Yeah, we can still prize. But and also now we're all set up, so if you want to do this again sometime, this is easy.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
All right. Well, with that, we will sign off. Thanks to those of you who are watching, and we will be back at an undetermined time.
Adios, y'all.